Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, we're starting to warm up here just a little bit. Welcome back to Enderlin. More coverage of the Enderlin Baseball Classic as the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros take on the Oaks Tornadoes here in the fourth game of the day. We'll have back-to-back Burros coverage here on yourliveevent.com. Joel Morgan alongside me, Jacob Tension, as these two teams are getting ready to play here. A quick turnaround between games. We'll tell you some scores from our other contests, but first, let's take a look at your American Crystal Sugar Company starting line. At the batting order for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros is like this. Peyton Belials, the shortstop, leads things off. Andrew Doolum, the catcher, batting second. Cole Hebel, the center fielder, batting third. Aaron Johnson, the third baseman, batting cleanup. Cannon Limke, left fielder, batting fifth. Devin Johnson, first baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Jackson Anderson. The pitcher, Caleb Haddlestead, the right fielder, batting eighth. Braden Walsh, the second baseman, batting ninth. So it's Belials, Doolum, Hebel, Johnson, Limke, Johnson, Anderson, Haddlestead, and Walsh, the lineup for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. For the Oaks Tornadoes, as we look at our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineup, Jade Gabbert is at first base. Brody McKenna is at second. Barrett Meal at short. Hallie Newstall at third. Steele Hansen in left field. Fletcher Wilpreck is in center. Well, it is Briley Haberman is in right field. Rogan Roney, the freshman, is not batting. He will be doing the catching in this game, while Connor Shaw will be on the pitcher's mound for the Oaks Tornadoes. So that is our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineup, as Peyton Belials, the shortstop, will come into the batter's box here to get things going. It's been a high-scoring couple games since we had our first broadcast this morning. We'll get you those scores coming up, but first let's get ready for our first pitch. Belials, right-handed hitter, back in the batter's box. Shaw's first pitch, that one will be called a strike. Shaw jumps right in front of Belials to start out this game. We've had 3 games so far today. All have gone 3 innings, as the next one in the dirt will even the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Finley Sharon Hope Page beat Enderlin Maple Valley 13-2. Northern Cass over Ray 18-0. Hatton Northwood over Harvey 18-0. In our last contest, Shaw's next offering. That one is called a strike. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peyton Belials out of the batter's box for second, and thought that one might have ran a little high, as the 1-2 offering on the way. That one called a strike. And Belials is down on strikes for the first out of the game. Shaw will wrap up the strikeout, and that will bring Andrew Doolum to the batter's box, the catcher.
Batting catcher, number 11, Andrew Doolum.
So it's 1 up, 1 down here in the top half of the first inning. A quick start to this one. Connor Shaw on the pitcher's mound. Next, his first offering, that one runs outside. Jacob Tenson with me on this broadcast. 3 high-scoring games. This one kind of too close to tell. It's really early, but just judging by mutual opponents.
And, I mean, the way the game started with a strikeout, you can kind of see that maybe we'll see a little shift in offense to defense. Maybe a little more of a defensive battle here in this one tonight.
Got the Doolum 2-0. He swings on an offering. This one will go on to center. Wilpreck back at the fence against the wall. This one will hit off the ivy as making a round, turn around first, onto second. Throw comes, and it will be a double. Doolum hit that one right off center field. No ivy up there, but the vines are up there, and it's the first hit of the game. It will be a double.
Might have spoke too early there. Just almost hits a home run on the very next pitch, but still nonetheless a great hit by him, getting a base runner right away here for the Burros.
So a runner on second. We'll get a courtesy runner to come in for the catcher at second. Preston Nelson will be the courtesy runner at second, as Cole Hebel makes his way to the batter's box. He swings at the first offering. This one scooped up at second. McKenna will throw over to first and finds Gebhardt. It will advance the runner to third, but becomes the second out. 4-3 on the out. So a runner at third. 1 away, no score in the top half of the first inning. Game number 4 of the day, our first of back-to-back broadcast coming your way, as Aaron Johnson, the third baseman, will come up to the batter's box. A right-handed hitter. The offering from Shaw. That one runs inside, a ball. Hillsboro Central Valley was in action yesterday as well in this two-day tournament. As the offering comes, call the strike, count 1 ball, 1 strike. Hillsboro Central Valley yesterday defeating Northern Cass 12-2. Just 1 game on the schedule yesterday, 2 today. They play back-to-back as the next one misses low. Count 2 balls and a strike to the third baseman from Hillsboro Central Valley of this scoreless game. A runner over at third, and the courtesy runner that came in for Doolin. Next pitch is lifted in the air. Onto short is playable by Meal. It's a pop up to short to end the inning. A hitter gets on, left stranded at third. We played a half an inning. No score on the Tim Cassette scoreboard. Bottom half of the second inning, or bottom half of the first inning, coming your way next on yourliveevent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
And we are back. No score on our Tim Cassette Golden Harvest scoreboard. We played 1 half of an inning. Let's get our other half of our American Crystal Sugar Company lineup. The batting order for the Oaks Tornadoes. Leading things off will be the center fielder, Fletcher Wilpreck. Barrett Meal, the shortstop, batting second. Connor Shaw, the pitcher, batting third. Howie Newstall, the third baseman, batting cleanup. Jade Gebhardt batting fifth. Steele Hansen, left fielder, batting sixth. Riley Haberman, right fielder, batting seventh. Brady McKenna, the second baseman, batting eighth. Michael Iverson, the junior, is the designated hitter for the catcher, Brogan Roney. Jackson Anderson is on the mound for Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll take a closer look at their defensive lineup, but first, our first batter, Fletcher Wilpreck, into the batter's box for the Oaks Tornadoes. Anderson, the righty, from the right windup, comes around, pitch. This one called a strike. Will come right at the batter. 36 combined runs over our last 2 games. Both spread between 2 teams, both spread evenly between 2 teams, so a pair of 18-0 wins. Next pitch runs low, 1 ball, 1 strike. 10-run rule in effect after 3 innings, and with so many games to get through on the day, 7 on the docket. We're in our 4th as the offering is chopped onto short, picked up. The throw will come out to first, and that will get him 6-3 on the ground out. Wilpreck is retired by the Burros. Burros getting a good play at short. Peyton Belials was able to get that and throw it over to Johnson at first. They'll bring up Barrett Meal, the senior shortstop, with no one on, 1 away. Bit of a warm-up coming our way here as more sunshine coming this afternoon, but a chilly Friday edition of this tournament and a chilly start to our Saturday edition as the first pitch of the at-bat will get away from Andrew Dullum, the catcher, and he just stayed in position as it got by him and went to the backstop.
I think he thought there was a hole in his glove or something.
Yeah, that one just kind of came over the end of the top as that was ball 1. The 1-0 pitch put into play. It's Belials at short, charging in. Nice play on the lip of the glass. Throws to first. Does he get him? Ooh. He got him. 6-3. Back-to-back plays at short. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the first inning.
Not an easy play by Belials, but getting it done just in time. Barely beats the throw there, or almost beating the throw there was Garrett Meal, but just couldn't quite get there. A great play there by Belials. And
you have this early spring grass out here, a little bit drier. It could do a whole lot of different things to the ball. He stuck with it and is able to get the throw to first. First pitch will miss outside to Connor Shaw, the pitcher. Shaw surrendering a hit in that top half of this inning, but leaving a runner stranded at third. Next pitch from Anderson, that one In and out of the glove of Dullum, the catcher, will be a ball, count 2-0. Now the 2-0, that one will come outside. Hitters count 3-0. Shaw at the plate. Howie Newstall awaiting on deck. So Jackson Anderson got through the first two batters, inducing groundouts. Right now he has fallen behind to a hitter's count as a big swing and miss comes from Shaw. That'll help him out as it's 3 balls and a strike.
Well, he was swinging for the fences on that one. It was 3-0, so he's going to get something pretty down the middle there, and looked like he found a pitch he wanted but just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Now the 3-1, that one in the dirt will be a ball. A 4-pitch walk puts Connor Shaw to first base. He draws the walk, first base runner for Oaks. And with 2 away, Howie Newstall will come to the plate. I don't know if Shaw will be lifted for a courtesy runner. I think that's what we're going to see happening for the Oaks Tornadoes. That's what it looks like. Shaw will be lifted for a courtesy runner. So we'll have a runner come in at first for the pitcher, Howie Newstall, third baseman at the plate for Oaks. Anderson will have to pitch from the stretch for the first time here with 2 away in the bottom of the first inning of a scoreless game. Scoreless on our Tim Cassette scoreboard. Ball in the dirt blocked by Andrew Dullum. Has been those low pitches that Anderson has struggled with, and he's kept his catcher busy behind home plate.
Yeah, the first 2 batters he was throwing them right down where he wanted them, getting his spots where he wanted it, but these last 2 batters he just can't quite seem to elevate his pitches here, just constantly hitting the dirt.
Reasonable lead off the bag at first as the next pitch one's high. Dullum popped up and pump faked over to first base, but Devin Johnson was in position to make a play, but the runner was right back on the bag. Anderson ready for his next offering. That one checks swing. It will be a ball. They appeal to the umpire over at second, said he held up, so another hitter's count 3-0. First 2 batters grounded out to short. We've seen a 2-out walk. Now we're looking at back-to-back 2-out walks as the next pitch. That one comes high, ball 4. And Anderson has given up back-to-back 2-out walks. It is first and second for the Oaks Tornadoes.
Yeah, first he was throwing low, now he's throwing high, so he needs to find that middle ground there, throw some strikes. Looks like he has good defense behind him after those first 2 outs. Great plays by Belials, but just needs to throw some strikes, get the ball in play, let his defense do the work.
J.D. Gebhardt, left-handed hitting outfielder, will come to the plate. He will take a ball outside. Shaw at second, Newstall at first. Actually, it's a courtesy runner for Shaw at second, Newstall at first. 2 away, bottom of the first inning, scoreless game. Count 1 ball, no strikes, and some control issues coming for Anderson the last 3 batters as a big swing from Gebhardt will foul it out of play. Count goes to a ball and a strike.
And finally found the strike zone there and pitched that batter wanted, but now he's got in the strike zone, so maybe he can get it back and stay there. Hopefully get it out of the inning here for Hillsboro.
Next one, that one in the dirt, gets by the catcher Dullum, and that will advance everyone 90 feet. So Pat's pass ball will advance the runners. Now it's second and third, 2 away. Gebhardt has a count of 2 balls and a strike. Gebhardt will come back into the batter's box. Runners comfortable not being held on. Ball in play, scooped up at second, should be an easy play. It is, and that will end the threat. It's a 4-3 ground out by Gebhardt to end the innings for the Oaks Tornadoes. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left on, 1 complete. On our Tim Cassette scoreboard, it is Hillsboro Central Valley 0, Oaks 0. You're watching high school baseball on yourliveevent.com.
One of the main benefits of moving to the Halsted Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halsted Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
And we are back, no score. Oaks and Hillsboro Central Valley, top of the second inning. Burrows back at the batter's box. Again, Limke will lead off the inning. Devin Johnson and Jackson Anderson will be the batters. Connor Shaw back to work the second inning. First pitch, chop foul, third base side. Shaw 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Drew Dullum hit that double, was left stranded at third. Shaw ready for his 0-1 offering. That one in the dirt will skip under the glove of Brogan Roney. Roney, the freshman, just doing catching duties today. He is being hit for in the lineup. Common practice you see at this level of high school baseball as the next pitch will be a strike. Taking all the way was Limke. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes here. No score, top of the second inning. 3 more games coming away after this one. We'll have the next one at Northwood, Hillsboro Central Valley, right here on your live event. Pitch gets away from Shaw, runs high. Count at 1-2. We've seen double-figure scores in our last 3 games. Next pitch will miss outside a ball. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Hillsboro Central Valley left fielder. Ball comes around, pitch, chases one up high, and big hack fouls all the way out of play, third base side. Just really want to attack that pitch.
It's a little high, but as they teach anything around the strike zone, you want to make sure when you have 2 strikes to fend it off as a hit to the shortstop right there.
Meehl eats it up, throws to first, and a good job staying on the bag for J.D. Gebhardt. 6-3 on the ground out. Lemke grounds out to lead off the top of the second inning. Devin Johnson, the first baseman, will step into the batter's box. Oaks will play once more here today. They'll play one of the later games. In fact, they will play the last game of the day. First pitch called to strike against Devin Johnson. They will play against Thompson. Oaks already in action yesterday. 13-3, a loss to Hatton Northwood. Pitch gets away from Shaw, will come outside the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnson with no one on, 1 away in the top of the second. Shaw delivers, chasing a pitch. Johnson won't make contact. He is in the count 1-2, and he just kind of shrugs and looks back at his dugout. He's hearing a little bit of chirping from his teammates as he went and chased something low and outside, and, well, got a less than fundamentally sound swing as the 1-2 pitch. Tries the same, this time holds up. They will appeal. Patted air at first, says he didn't go. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still getting some chirps from his teammates there after the swing and near swing there on the last 2 pitches as he fouls that one off.
Now just fending one off on the inside part of the plate. Got a whole different feel to this ballpark once the sun started coming out a little bit here as we got to the noon hours, which was to be expected. Another pitch, this one line right back, and Shaw will put out of the air for the second out.
I didn't even see that one come off the bat because the next thing I knew it was in his glove already.
Came right back off the end of the bat to Connor Shaw, and he just pulls it right out of the air nonchalantly, throws it to short to get it around the horn. 2 up, 2 down on this scoreless game in the top of the second inning. Jackson Anderson, the pitcher, into the batter's box. His first at-bat of the game. Lays off something high, a ball. First inning started out with Belial striking out. Then it was a double by Dullum and back-to-back groundouts to end the inning as the next one gets away, runs high. Hitters count coming to Anderson. It is 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the first inning, Oaks got 2 base runners on. It was back-to-back 2-out walks that were issued. Big swing, first base side will be fouled out of play. Brogan Ronnie took a step towards the third base dugout and wasn't much happening for him. He took a step and then watched it go towards the street here at Hendrickson Field. 2-1 pitch. That's called a strike, framed by Roney. Counts 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a strike away for Connor Shaw from putting the top half of the second inning in the books and keeping this one scoreless. Shaw's pitch comes low and inside. It is now full, 3-2. Caleb Hattlestad, the right fielder, awaits on deck should this inning continued. Jackson Anderson puts a pitch in play onto third, picked up by Newstall, plants his feet, able to throw, and staying on the bag is the first baseman, J.D. Gebhardt. It is a 5-3 ground out and a 3-up, 3-down top of the second inning. We are scoreless. It is high school baseball on yourliveevent.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Steele Hansen leads off the bottom of the second inning for Oaks, and he will take ball one outside from Jackson Anderson. We are scoreless, bottom of the second inning. Welcome back, high school baseball on yourliveevent.com. Hillsboro Valley against Oaks. Next pitch comes low to Hansen, 2 balls, no strikes. Hansen, Haberman, and McKenna will be the scheduled batters this inning for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes, 2 base runners left stranded last inning, both reaching via the walk as the pitch runs low and inside. 3-0 the count. Anderson induced back-to-back groundouts to start last inning, and he has had some issues with control that have carried into the first batter of this one, as showing bunt, pulling back, and taking a strike with Steele Hansen. This game already looking like it could change the tide of what we've seen in our last 3 contests today. Hansen lays off a pitch. That's a strike. Good job by Anderson to come back and make this a full count, leading off the bottom of the second inning. Double-figure scores in the last 3 games, including 2 shutouts, as the pitch is outside, a ball, and that will put Hansen on the base paths, leadoff hitter aboard for the Tornadoes. Third walk issued by Jackson Anderson.
You know, both teams have had base runners here in this one. First inning, they both left runners in scoring position, but just haven't really been able to get many hits. It's been mostly walks that have produced the base runners.
Throw on a first, tag is put down. Runner is back in safely in Steele Hansen. And Oaks is looking at their third base runner of the game. Riley Haberman at the batter's box is ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strike. Anderson looks over his shoulder at first. Runner is off. Bunt comes down on a first. It's picked up by Anderson. Only play is over to first, and he will get it over to Johnson. It's a sack bunt that will go down 1-3 for out number 1. That advances Hansen on to second. A runner at second with 1 away. And Brody McKenna to the batter's box.
Did his job, got the runner over to second. Well-executed bunt and steal there. So now runner once again in scoring position here with just 1 out.
This is a scoreless game. Long look at second by Anderson. Kicks, delivers home. Pitch runs inside a ball.
Now batting second baseman number 15, Brady McKenna.
McKenna facing a 1-0 count. Long look at second again by Anderson. Some movement from the shortstop. as a swing. Didn't want to go, but had to commit halfway through. It's a 1-1 strike. Lyles has been kind of active over at short, trying to keep eyes on Steele Hansen, the runner, at second. Hansen led off the inning with a walk, takes his lead off the bag. Anderson will take a look back over at the bag. Pitch comes home in the dirt, blocked by Andrew Dullum, and unable to advance onto third is Steele Hansen, the runner.
Andrew Dullum definitely getting his workout behind the plate here tonight. A lot of balls up, a lot of balls down, but keeping it in front of him for the most part here tonight.
Pitch runs high inside, count 2-1. Early part of the season, these teams not played as many games. The pitcher's not as sharp. Catcher's been active in all games we've seen today. As the next pitch frame, that one is called a strike. Count 3-2. At Northwood will be the next opponent for Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll have the Burros coming your way after this as well. So keep it right here on your live event as the next offering runs inside, turning away Brady McKenna, but that will be a walk. Second walk issued this inning. In fact, back-to-back innings where Jackson Anderson has issued 2 free passes. So it's first and second, 1 away. And it's Michael Iverson, the junior designated hitter, batting ninth, batting for Brogan Roney, the catcher. Hansen at second, McKenna at first. Scoreless game here in the bottom of the second, but we could see things change here with one swing of the bat. First pitch taken out of the way for a strike. Jackson Anderson has not given up a hit, has not struck out a batter, has not hit a batter. He's just struggled with the walks. All 4 base runners so far in this game for Oaks have reached via the free pass last inning. It was back-to-back walks that were issued with 2 away. Anderson looks at second, comes home with the pitch. This one runs low. It will be a ball. Runners able to stay where they're at. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield in the position where they got to make a play, but they also got to try to be as mindful as they can and be able to make a play at the runners if they should try to advance. As next pitch is taken for a strike. It is now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, ideally with 1 out, they want to force a ground ball opportunity for a chance for a double play here and just get out of this inning after giving up 2 walks.
Chasing a pitch, swinging through it for a strike is Michael Iverson, and Iverson goes down on strikes. It is 2 away, big strikeout here for the Burros.
Yeah, and the strikeout ain't bad either because now they only need 1 out. Doesn't matter how the out comes.
We'll bring up Fletcher Wilpreck, the center fielder. Wilpreck a 6-3 ground out to lead off the first inning. Anderson throws in the first pitch, comes inside, a ball. Anderson has been falling behind batters this inning, but he has managed to get outs. He's gotten 2 of them. Still no score in the contest. Anderson looks at second, comes home, pitch ripped into play, and it will get into the outfield for a base hit. Coming around second, around third now, Steele Hansen. He will score. It's a 2-out RBI hit. 1-0 the lead for the Oaks Tornadoes. Wilpreck will get the RBI base hit. Brady McKenna, I thought he advanced to third. Actually, he was going to stand pat at second, but Tornadoes got something going here with 2 outs. They take a 1-0 lead. Barrett Meal, the shortstop, next up for Oaks. Meal hacks at the first pitch. This one in the outfield. Limke will come in to make a play. Lands in front of Limke. He's going to fall for a base hit. Runners were taken off at the pitch. And around from second to score. McKenna is in onto third. Wilpreck, and it is another RBI base hit. Meal onto second on the throw. Back-to-back 2-out hits makes it 2-0 Oaks.
And the only reason that runner scored from second was because of the 2 outs. If there would have been only 1 or 0 outs, they would have been sitting tight there because it looked like the left fielder was going to come away with a catch there. Just got there a little bit too late.
Connor Shaw will take a ball outside from Jackson Anderson. The Burros falling behind. Shaw getting some run support, trying to help out his own cause here in the bottom of the second inning. Offering comes. This one ripped onto third. It is picked up by Johnson. His throw to first. A good job trapping it, Devin Johnson. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 runs come across. We have played 2 complete. It is Hillsboro Central Valley trailing Oaks 2-0. Back with more high school baseball next on yourliveevent.com.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
On the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, it is Hillsboro Central Valley trailing Oaks 2-0. Welcome back to the top of the third inning. Caleb Hattlestead, Braden Walsh, Peyton Belials, 8-9-1 to lead off the inning. First pitch from Connor Shaw will come outside. It is a ball. Both runs in the bottom of the second inning coming with 2 outs for the Tornadoes. Big swing on a pitch, and hang time in foul territory, third base side, but will land away from the dugout. Hillsboro will turn right around after this one and play Hatton Northwood. We'll take a break here on our broadcast. We'll come back to bring you that game. Jacob Tenson on the call for that one, and then that will do it for our second day of broadcasting here at this tournament at Hendrickson Field. Next pitch to Hattlestead. Called a strike low. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oaks will wrap up their day playing against Thompson. Will be the final game of day number 2. Next offering, and this one hit onto third. Newstall has it. Will throw to first and is able to find Gebhardt. It is a 5-3 ground out. 1 away in the top of the third inning. Hillsboro has not been able to get their leadoff hitter aboard. Braden Walsh, the second baseman, into the batter's box for the Burros. 2-0 Oaks' lead, a left-handed hitter for Walsh. Infield adjusting accordingly. Connor Shaw will throw one inside. A ball came off the shin guards of Brogan Ronig, the catcher. Shaw through the sides with Ronig. Next pitch, that is outside. Count 2-0. Connor Shaw so far, inning and third, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Next one called to strike, just gets the outside part of the plate. Came to the same spot he went in the last pitch of Walsh. This time, though, went in the favor of the Oaks pitcher. Count at 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch swung through a strike. Count even 2-2. Shaw has come back here to tie up the count. Righty works quickly, 2-2 offering outside. Count full 3-2 with Walsh at the plate. Peyton Belials on the top of the batting order coming up next for the Burros. Next one, hit to Newstall at third, gets by him at third, picked up by Meal at short, makes the throw, but it's in timing. Nice play. Meal backing up his third baseman, Newstall, 6-3 on the ground out, 2 up, 2 down. That is 7 straight put down by Connor Shaw from Oaks. And back up to the top of the order, Peyton Belials. Belials struck out looking to lead off the ball game. 2-0 the lead for Oaks. They lead in the top of the third.
And Garrett Meal showing off the cannon there from shortstop. Again, showing off his quarterback arm once again here from the shortstop position. Getting it done, getting the out there for Oaks.
Belials took a big hack at a pitch to not get contact. He is behind 0-1. Yeah, Meal just winged that one over there. And a good job. You got to credit J.D. Gebhardt at first for sticking with the play as the next one runs high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Sometimes at first and you see your third baseman not play it cleanly, you think that the play's dead, and he just stayed active, stayed alert for the good play by Meal. Ball lifted in the air towards the outfield to steal. Hansen gets by. Hansen will roll to the fence. Sure extra bases. Belials has some speed, and he will come around second and will take a big turn, and he'll settle for the stand-up double. It's a 2-out base hit for Hillsboro Central Valley. It's their second hit of the game when Andrew Dullum, the catcher, comes up. He had the last hit of the game, which was a double back in the first inning.
Yeah, that one hitting off the fence there. And get another one like that, then you're right back into it 2-1. And if you get over the fence, then you're back into it all the way 2-2.
And Doolin, a chance a swing of the bat could cut this deficit in half. First a pickoff throw. Brady McKenna puts the tag on, but head first slide. Belial's back in. Doolin, right-handed hitter. Shaw, a look at second. Pitch on the way. This one comes inside, will be a ball. Ball one. Due up for the Tornadoes in their half of the third inning. 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Another pickoff play, but head first slide again for Peyton Belials. Meal and McKenna just kind of swapping spots around the bag at second. Set plays going over the bag at second and just trying to get Peyton Belials off guard. Next offering runs inside. That will make it a 2-0 count. Oaks members of Region 1, Hillsboro members of Region 2. Ball lifted in the air. This one will go towards Steele Hansen. He'll take a step back, gets under it, makes the play, ends the threat for the Burros. As we get through this half of the third inning, Hillsboro Central Valley trails 2-0. The Tornadoes will bat next. It's high school baseball on yourliveevent.com. And we're going to see a new pitcher this inning coming for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Welcome back to our broadcast here from Hendrickson Field, high school baseball on yourliveevent.com. Jacob Tenson, Joel Morgan with you. Jackson Anderson's day has come to an end. 2 innings, 2 runs, 2 hits, a strikeout and 4 walks. Cole Hebel will move from center to the pitcher's mound. Jackson Anderson will move to center field. So Anderson will stay in the game, a chance to help his team out. But his time on the pitcher's mound, at least seemingly, has come to an end. Howie Newstall, J.D. Gebhardt, Steele Hansen. That is 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Oaks Tornadoes here this inning. Still to come after this one, Hillsboro Central Valley turns right back around. We'll play Hatton Northwood. We'll have that for you here in your live event. And then the day wraps up. We'll have no coverage, but the schedule feature Mayport, and then Oaks and Thompson will play the final game.
Yeah, looking forward to our next game there. Hatton Northwood had a great game just before this one, winning 18-rip against Harvey. So watch out for those bats of Hatton Northwood in the next game.
Yeah, we've had some high-scoring contests so far today. 18-rip that one, 18-rip the game before, 13-2. The first game of the day we had Mayport, Finley Sharon Hope Page getting the win over Enderlin Maple Valley as the first pitch taken for a strike by Howie Newstall, the junior third baseman. Newstall walked, moved on to second on a pass ball, was left stranded back in the first inning. Cole Hebel's second pitch of the game in the dirt comes low. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike. Hebel, a left-handed pitcher. Throws one that comes outside. Hitters count 2-1. Hillsboro Central Valley kind of going with that traditional, what you would expect out of a doubleheader, playing back-to-back games. Some teams opting to take some time between. Next pitch by Hebel, that one called a strike. Doolin with the frame, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think the back-to-back is always nice, but unless if you're coming off of a loss, they end up losing this one. It's kind of demoralizing and kind of feeds into the next one. So if they can pull out the win here, it might give them a little more momentum. But if they end up losing this one, it might hurt them going forward.
He still fends off a pitch, sends it into the dugout here on the first base side. It's just about getting in that midseason form as quickly as you can for all of these teams. Next offering, chasing a pitch low. It's a drop third strike. Newstole is out on strikes, and they'll get the throw to first. So Newstole is retired. Cole Hebel retires the first batter he faces here in the bottom of the third inning. Oaks, the home team, on the scoreboard. It's really hard in this region of the world, JT, to find some sort of rhythm when it comes to spring activities, especially baseball and softball, where that rhythm is so important with the timing. As the first pitch will be a ball outside to J.D. Gebhardt, the first baseman.
Well, it's always hard when you live in the Midwest when you never know when the snow's going to be gone. So you never know when you're going to get outside to practice. I mean, heck, there's a chance of getting snow here tomorrow.
Next pitch called a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a couple of years back. We had a season that we thought may have just been one tournament to decide the region. The next pitch called a strike, counts now at 1-2. Snow was so bad, the season was condensed to about 5 weeks for spring sports across the board. As the 1-2 offering, chasing a pitch, will be a drop third strike. Gebhardt will move down the base pass. The throw comes. He is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts to start things off for Cole Hebel, and that is the advantage of getting a lefty into the game quickly. Don't face a lot of them over the course of your season, and now you go right from going through a righty at least once and now to a lefty.
Yeah, that's always a good switch up. If you have a left-handed pitcher, that's always an advantage because, like you said, not a lot of batters around this level are used to seeing left-handers.
Steele Hansen takes a big rip at the first pitch. Will swing through it from Cole Hebel. Of course, the last spring we had that weather was great right off the bat was 2020. As a big swing and a miss in the hole quickly is Steele Hansen. Hebel's pitch away from striking out the side in his first inning of work. COVID-19 season was the one where things look like they can get going right away. Ball put in play, but it is foul, first base side.
Now, obviously, no season last year, so it really just kind of seems like it's a whole new league almost because so many different players that should have been playing last year are gone due to graduation. So just teams are just completely different than what you saw 2 years ago.
Pitch popped up, foul territory. Doolum sheds the mask, but it will land on top of the press box here. And the count stays, no balls, 2 strikes. A battle right now for the batter, Steele Hansen. 2-0 Oaks leads on our Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Bottom of the third inning, Oaks winning the coin toss to be the home team. As chasing a pitch inside is Hansen. It was a drop third strike, but he will be tagged for the out. All 3 strikeouts were drop third strikes, but striking out the side nonetheless is Cole Hebel in his first inning of work. And we have played 3 complete innings out here in Enderlin on our Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Oaks 2, Hillsboro Central Valley 0. Back with more baseball next on YourLiveEvents.com. Welcome back. It is 2-0 Oaks leads. Cole Hebel, now in the game as a pitcher, will lead off the top of the 4th inning. Hebel grounded out 4-3, 0 for 1 in the game. Next pitch, this one in the dirt. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Hillsboro Central Valley at Northwood will be next. We'll have that for you here in your live event. Remember, if you miss any of the action, all these games will be archived. Ball hit onto shorts. Barrett Meal picks it up, throws to first, and they'll get the out. 6-3 on the ground outs. 1 up, 1 down. Here in the 4th. Burrows unable to get a leadoff hitter aboard through 4 innings. Of course, if they explode here to take the lead, they won't really be too concerned about not having that leadoff hitter on as Aaron Johnson, the third baseman, comes up. Johnson is 0 for 1 in the game. Connor Shaw working his fourth inning. He is now at 3 1/3 innings so far here today. Pitch to Johnson. That will be a ball outside. Next offering swung through by Johnson. That is 1 ball, 1 strike, no one on, 1 away. Good turnout of fans out here at this tournament as well as the pitch will come outside. That will go to 2-1.
Hopes that the weather warmed up a little bit here from this morning, so fans willing to come as well.
Yeah, again, neither of us out yesterday as a pitch fouled back will be out of play. No play for Brogan Roney, the catcher. Neither of us out here yesterday, but a day, I know, now we're feeling that breeze coming as we talk about it, but a day yesterday was a tough one, but a day also, too, you would be expecting in this part of the world. This 2-2 pitch put in the air to the outfield, and this one going fast towards the fence will split the gap. It's a single. Aaron Johnson comes around first. Here comes the throw to second. The tag is put down. He is out. So Johnson will get the base hit. He is credited with the hit and a great play by the outfield and a good tag applied by the shortstop Meal for the second out.
Yeah, good hit ball, just didn't quite get to the fence, and good job by the outfielders there to track down the ball and get it into the infield there.
9-6, so now it's 2 away. Ball to third, and it will skip off the heel of the glove and into the outfield off the glove of Newstall. That one was scalded on the ground by Gannon Limpke. He will get on with the error.
Yeah, tough play. Credit him for even making contact with that and just limiting it to just a single.
Now batting, first baseman, number 17, Devin Johnson.
So Devin Johnson will come to bat, a runner on with 2 away. Oaks leads this game 2-0. Burrows trying to get on the scoreboard here in the fourth. Pitch runs high, a ball to Devin Johnson. Johnson popped up to the outfield. His last at bat. Next pitch from Shaw. Swung through. Count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 1-1. Big swing and a miss coming from Johnson. Again, and Limpke stands at first. Limpke getting on with that 2-out error. Hillsboro has surrounded a base runner 2 of the last 3 innings. Ball hit in the air hard, but it's going to go foul and just stays in the field of play.
Was looking to find a car there right next to the...
Yeah, I thought it was going to take one last hop when it hit the ground right before the fence. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Devin Johnson. Third base plays in a little bit. Johnson will lay off 1 outside. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Should Johnson get on? Jackson Anderson, the center fielder. Started this game as the pitcher, now at center field, would be on deck for the Burros. Pitch, this one will be fouled back to the screen.
Swung out of his helmet, too.
Two balls, 2 strikes. A long look at first from Connor Shaw. Righty's pitch, chased outside. Johnson will swing on and miss. The Burros will strand a base runner here in the top of the 4th inning. We'll go into the bottom of the 4th on our Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is Oaks 2, Hillsboro Central Valley 0. You're watching high school baseball on yourliveevent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Oaks trying to add to their 2-0 lead. Bradley Holberman at the batter's box faced his first pitch he took was a ball. Second will be called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Oaks right fielder. Cole Hebel struck out the side in his half of the third, his first inning of work. Trying to continue that here. Will throw one that just misses. Count 2 balls and a strike. Holberman, McKenna, Iverson, 7, 8, 9 due up for Oaks here this inning. Next pitch on the way, swinging through something low. Holberman, he looked around in frustration. He knew once he committed to that swing that was something he probably didn't have a chance to hit. As the 2-2 now on the way. That's called a strike. Holberman will strike out looking, and that is 4 straight punch-outs coming from the lefty from the Burros.
Oh, talk about some pinpoint accuracy here from Hebel. There's 4 straight strikeouts after entering the game.
Brady McKenna will now come to the batter's box. Hebel's first offering inside, a strike.
And those 2 runs that Oaks scored were mostly due to the fact of those 2 walks and then a 2-out hit, or 2 2-out hits that were scored in that second inning. But the big reason was because of those walks.
Himmelman's pitch will miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next one swung through and missed. Count 1 and 2. You mentioned that second inning where those runs came. It was back-to-back, or it was a walk that came with 2 outs. And then a base hit, rather back-to-back hits that came with 2 outs after 2 walks were issued. Swinging through a pitch and going down, Brady McKenna, that is back-to-back strikeouts this inning. 5 straight strikeouts now coming from the Burros lefty. He is dialed in, and it'll be Michael Iverson, the junior designated hitter. Iverson, one of the strikeout victims back in the second. Yeah, they had runners on that got on via the walk, and then 2-out hits were surrendered. Swinging through the first pitch, Iverson a strike. Fletcher Wilprecht brought in Steele Hansen, who was walked. He brought him in with an RBI single, and then Barrett Meal brought in Brady McKenna with a 2-out hit. Is fending off a pitch, Michael Iverson. Count to Iverson, no balls, 2 strikes.
And he was doing a good job of switching pitches here between off-speed and fastballs, just keeping the Oaks Tornadoes hitters just guessing.
Chasing a pitch, swinging through it, Iverson. That is 6 straight strikeouts for the Burros lefty, and it is a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 4th inning. We have played 4 complete on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is Oaks 2, Hillsboro Central Valley 0. Back with more baseball next on YourLiveEvent.com.
One of the main benefits of moving to the Halsted Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halsted Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
Jackson Anderson will lead off the top of the 5th inning for Hillsboro Central Valley. The Burros trailing 2-0 against a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Shaw's next offering will get away, and it's a full count at 3-2. Anderson, the center fielder, started the game on the pitcher's mound. He worked 2 innings. Next pitch outside a ball. Broadcaster's jinx as Jackson Anderson gets on with the walk to lead off the top of the 5th inning, and the first leadoff hitter on for the Burros, Caleb Hattlestead. Hattlestead, the right fielder, will come on, a 5-3 ground-out victim back in the 3rd inning. That was in a run where Shaw had set down 7 straight batters. Ball hit to third. It comes over the glove of the third baseman, Newstall, and into the outfield, and it will put runners at first and second. Nobody out. That is the tying run now at second for the Burros. That will be an error on the third baseman. Second of the game for the Burros. So now first and second, nobody out. Bunt will come down. It is played by Shaw off the mound. Only play is at first. They will get the out as the bunt is put down by Braden Walsh. Goes down 1-4, out number 1. Jackson Anderson will move on to third. Hattlestead on to second, and to the top of the order, Hillsboro Central Valley could tie this thing up with the swing of the bat from Peyton Belials.
And yeah, top of the order now, so now things get a little scary here for Oaks as they see top of the order and runners on second and third with the potential to, with one swing of the bat, tie it up.
Shaw will pitch out of the windup. Belials 1 for 2 with a double. Skies one into the outfield. Will Preck from center comes in, gets called off by the shortstop, Meal. Good play by Meal, and he'll hang on to that for the second out. Covered some ground to make that play. And it's 2 away. They are going to put Andrew Dillum onto the base pass. He will be issued the free pass. And that will load him up with 2 away. Cole Hebel, the pitcher, will now come to the batter's box. He has been dealing on the mound. This is his first at bat since moving on to the pitcher's mound, and he has the bases loaded. Fouls 1 back, strike 1. Oaks leads 2-0, top of the 5th inning. Bases are loaded, 2 away. Hebel's grounded out twice. Connor Shaw's pitch, fouled back again. Hebel behind in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
Good chance here for Hebel to get his team on the scoreboard and maybe even take the lead here.
Another swing, this one fouled straight into the dirt. 3 straight pitches he has battled off as the pitcher, as the count stays, no balls, 2 strikes. Anderson at third, Hattlestead at second, Andrew Dillum at first. Next offering, that one will miss low, a ball, 1-2. Close one laid off by Cole Hebel.
The Oaks bench was ringing him up. The ump decided otherwise.
Next offering, this one hit right back up the middle, through for a base hit. 1 run is in. Now coming around third, trying to score. Hattlestead, he will come in, and we have a tie game. With a swing of the bat, Cole Hebel, the pitcher, drives in Jackson Anderson, and Caleb Hattlestead, a 2 RBI, 2-out base hit, has tied this game at 2 on the Tim Cassette sales scoreboard.
Just barely sneaks by Garrett Meal there, and just getting it done there is Hebel tying the ball game up, getting it done on the mound and at the plate.
Pitch has popped up in foul territory, some room to play, and then running out of space quick. It was Howie Newstall, the third baseman. So we have a 2-2 game, whole new looking ball game. Cole Hebel at first. Andrew Dillum over at second. Johnson 1 for 2, a base hit coming back in the 4th inning. He lays off one inside for a ball, count 1-2, or excuse me, 1-1. Oaks tying it up this inning, a bases loaded single for Cole Hebel up the middle. Next pitch that fouled back. Burros, Oaks tied. Shaw, long look over at the runner at second, delivers home. Ball will be backhanded at short by Meal. Bobbles it, is able to get a throw and is in time. It is 6-3, ends the inning. But 2 runs come across off the 2 RBI hit by Cole Hebel. We are tied here at the end of, after 4.5, bottom of the 5th inning. Coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Welcome back to our Chip Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is 2-2. Hillsboro Central Valley getting a 2-out RBI single by Cole Hebel to tie this game up against Oaks. Hebel got that 2 RBI single. By the way, he is on a streak of 6 straight strikeouts in 2 innings of work. He'll have his work come out for him here in the bottom of the 5th inning. He will face Fletcher Wilpreck, Barrett Meal, Connor Shaw, 1, 2, and 3 in the Oaks Tornado lineup. Hebel coming in in relief of the 3rd inning. Jackson Anderson got the start. He's remained in the game at center. Anderson, 2 innings pitched, 2 runs, 2 hits, one strikeout, 4 walks. Hebel, 2 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts.
Leading off, bottom of the 5th inning for Oaks, center fielder number 20.
Fletcher Wilpreck in the game, 1 for 2, an RBI single, 2 on RBI single. He got the scoring started back in the 2nd inning. He's facing the lefty for the first time. Chops one foul, has some hang time, potentially playable. And it's not. It's going to be a hit. Going to be an infield hit. No, it will be an out. He was not hustling down the line as Hebel tried to make the play, knocked it down. It will go down instead as an out. That is 7 straight put down by Cole Hebel. So 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, if he would have ran right away, he would have easily been safe, but I think he thought it went foul, but that's why you're always taught to run it out no matter what.
Man kind of waved its way back in, and Cole Hebel, had a line on that ball as the first pitch misses to Barrett Meal. Next one to Meal, swings through it, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike the count here, 1 away. Bottom of the 5th inning. Laying off a pitch low and outside is Meal. Count 2 balls and a strike. 2-2 ball game. Oaks a chance to answer back as a big swing and a miss. Count now 2-2. Next pitch on the way. This one foul territory coming off the bag at first. Evan Johnson. He will go towards the fence. Unable to make a play. So staying alive. Barrett Meal in this at bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away, no one on for Oaks. 2-2 to Meal. That one will miss low. Count full, 3-2. Pitch on the way. This one in the outfield. Hattelstad in right field. We'll grab this one for the 2nd out. Meal flies out. 2 up, 2 down. 8 straight put down by Cole Hebel, and it's Connor Shaw, the senior pitcher, trying to help out his own cause for the Tornadoes. Connor Shaw, 0 for 1, grounded out in the second, walked, was stranded at third back in the first inning. He is facing Hebel for the first time. He'll take a ball low. Jackson Anderson started this game for Hillsboro Central Valley. He will not be the pitcher of record. He is also the center fielder in this one right now as the next pitch comes inside out of the glove of Doolum. 2 balls, no strikes. Walks is what hurt Hillsboro Central Valley in that second inning. Both runs scored. They were driven in by hits, but got on the base pass via walk. Next pitch will miss. 3 balls, no strikes. Hitters count to Connor Shaw with 2 away. Howie Newstall, who would be facing Cole Hebel for the second time in this game, is on deck. The 3-0 inside, a ball, 2-out walk. Connor Shaw will go on the base pass for Howie Newstall, the third baseman.
And that's the first mistake really from Cole Hebel on the pitching mound. It's the first person he's led on base so far.
Yeah, it was before that 8 up, 8 down. We'll have a courtesy runner going over to first base for the Oaks Tornadoes. So they will let their pitcher get some time. Xavier Vossler will come in and run over at first base for the pitcher. Howie Newstall, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That strikeout coming again. Cole Hebel will take a ball in the dirt. 2-2 the score on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, bottom of the 5th inning. Cole Hebel trying to close the door on his 3rd inning of relief. His streak of 9 up, 9 down comes to an end. His ball swung on and missed by Newstall. This goes to the backstop, advancing the runner on to second. Both runs in the top half of this inning for Hillsboro Central Valley that tie things up. Both of those runs coming with 2 outs. Oaks trying to return the favor here in the bottom half of this inning. Trying to regain the lead with 2 outs. Pitch, ball sent the other way, but it will be foul. Count at 1-2. A little bit of time taken now before Cole Hebel will dig in and put his foot down on the rubber. Pitch in the dirt, will take a hop, will come off the face mask of Doolin, the catcher, and they appeal onto the second base umpire to say if he went around. He will say that he didn't. So the inning stays alive. Runner now on to third. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foster stands at third. Newstall at the plate, fouls back a pitch to stay alive. Newstall saw something close and just fouled that one back.
Yeah, lived to see another pitch. Didn't like it necessarily, but we'll be allowed to see another one.
2-2 pitch. Check swing. No, called third strike. Newstall strikes out. And the 5th inning comes to an end. We have played 5 complete on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is Hillsboro Central Valley 2, Oaks 2. This is high school baseball on yourliveevent.com.
Phone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, Broadband Voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777. or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
On a Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, backyard Hendrickson Field, it is Oaks 2, Hillsboro Central Valley 2. Thanks for being with us on this Saturday afternoon. Gannon Limke will lead things off for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros here in their half of the sixth. Pitch swung on and missed. Offering comes from Connor Shaw, working his sixth inning for the Tornadoes. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 strikeout, 3 walks for the senior right-handed pitcher. Next offering to Limke that will miss outside. No, it is called a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, and Shaw has jumped in front of Gannon Limke to lead off this 6th inning. Next pitch onto short. Meal has it, plants his feet, throws to first, scooped out of the dirt, and held on by the bag by J.D. Gebhardt, and that will be a 6-3 ground out, 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th. The only inning that Hillsboro Central Valley has had the leadoff hitter on was the 5th inning, last inning, where they got 2 runs on. Devin Johnson, first baseman, comes on, no one out, 1 away. And this tie game will lay off strike 1.
Yeah, that's really the only inning where Scholl has looked just a little bit flustered, really. Otherwise he's shut down these Hillsboro batters just with ease for the most part.
Next pitch will come outside. That's a ball, 1 strike. To the Burros first baseman. Shaw comes around the next offering, chasing a pitch, swinging through it is Devin Johnson. Count at 1-2. Next offering, chasing a pitch again, and that one will be a drop, 3rd strike, and they will throw on to first to get the out. Devin Johnson is down on strikes, 2 up, 2 down, top of the 6th inning of this tie game. It'll be Jackson Anderson, the center fielder. Anderson, a ground out in the 2nd, reached on a walk, scored a run on a base hit from Cole Hebel last inning. Hebel driving in both runs with bases loaded, 2 outs, brought in Jackson Anderson, Caleb Hattelstedt. Shaw's first pitch, big swing and miss coming for Jackson Anderson. Next inning for Oaks, Gebhardt, Hansen, Haberman. 5, 6, and 7 for the Tornadoes. Offering will miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. Shaw comes around for the 1-1, runs high, 2-1. Should this inning continue, Caleb Hattelstedt, right fielder, would bat next for the Burros. Burros will turn right around, play Hatton Northwood next. Ball hit up to the middle, will go to center and falls in front of Wilprack for a base hit. It's a 2-out single for Jackson Anderson, his first hit of the game. 5th hit for the Burros, and a runner is on with 2 outs. Hattelstedt will go to the batter's box. Burros got both of the runs with 2 outs. Tornadoes have gotten both of the runs with 2 outs. Wild pitch gets away to the backstop, advancing on Jackson Anderson.
Now batting right fielder number 16, Caleb Hattelstedt.
So Hattelstedt will bat with a runner over at second base. Top half of the 6th inning, a 2-2 game. Look at second from Shaw. Pitch comes home. That will miss for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Burros have not been the Tornadoes have not been warming a pitcher. Pitch runs inside, 3-0 hitters count. Shaw going late into this appearance has had some control issues. Walked a batter who now stands on second, who advanced on a wild pitch. Now a 3-0 count against Hattelstedt. Hattelstedt takes strike 1. Count 3 balls and a strike. Shaw looks at second. Pitch comes. Swung on and miss. Count now full. 3-2. Runner at second, 2 away. Shaw eyes second. Pitch comes on the ground. Played at second. McKenna will throw to first. 4-3 is the ground out to end the top of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no error, 1 left on. We'll go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Burrows coming to bat next. We are tied at 2. It's high school baseball on YourLiveEvent.com. Welcome back here. It is a 2-2 game. J.D. Gebhardt will lead off the inning. Andrew Doolum has moved from behind home plate onto the pitcher's mound. We have some changes coming for the Burros as his first offering swung on, fouled back by J.D. Gebhardt. Shortstop Peyton Beliles has now moved to the catcher position. I believe Jackson Anderson has moved to shortstop. Hebel will go back to center as the next offering will miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Hebel will go back to the original position he started this game. He went from center to pitcher back to center. Doolum's 1-1 pitch. This one outside, a ball. Hebel worked 3 innings, recorded 6 strikeouts. Make that 7 strikeouts, issued 1 walk. Did not give up a hit.
You wonder if they're going to save him a little bit for the next game potentially, because otherwise he was just dealing, so I'm surprised they didn't stick with him unless if they are saving him for their next game here against Hatton.
Doolum's pitch will come outside, count 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. J.D. Gebhardt, the first baseman, has played well defensively. At the plate, he is 0 for 2, looking to snap that streak here. Takes strike 2, count full, 3-2 this inning. Gebhardt, Hansen, Haberman will be the batters up this inning. Doolum through the signs with Peyton Beliles. His pitch, called a strike. Gebhardt's down on strikes looking. 1 away, bottom of the 6th inning. So Andrew Doolum strikes out the first batter he faces in the game, but it's the left fielder, Steele Hansen. Hillsboro Central Valley will turn right around and play Hatton Northwood next. We'll have that for you here on your live event. Pitch to Hansen, taken for a strike. Hansen in the game, a walk and a run scored in the second. Both runs for Oaks came in the second. Well, both runs for Hillsboro Central Valley came in the 5th. Next offering to Hansen. That one comes inside, will be a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Doolum through the signs. The righty comes around. Pitch. That is a strike. Just gets the inside part of the plate. 1-2 against Steele Hansen. We saw Cole Hebel came in of relief of Jackson Anderson in the 3rd inning. He then would go on to strike out 6 straight. Pitch runs high. A ball gets away from Peyton Beliles. Hebel pitched well. He sit down 6 straight, make that 8 straight. The only base runner he surrendered was Connor Shaw on a walk in the 5th. 2-2 pitch comes. Big hack fouled back out of play. 1 away, no one on for Steele Hansen. Braley Haberman. Practice cuts on deck for Oaks. Here comes the 2-2. Check swing. It's fouled out of play. Staying alive is Steele Hansen.
Yeah, slow-moving curveball that just found its way into the zone. That's about the only play really had on that, just to get some sort of the bat on and get it foul.
He was able to keep himself going here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch swung on and missed. And down on strikes is Steele Hansen. Back-to-back strikeouts to start things off for Andrew Dillum, and he is about the same pace as Cole Hebel was. Hebel pitched well, will not factor into the decision. Shaw still in the lineup, as we know, as of now, at least for the Tornadoes. Bailey Haberman will come up with no one on, 2 away. Home half of the 6th inning, swings at the first pitch, and this one fouled towards the press box, and it comes right in next to us. Well, that one has eyes as it came right in.
Luckily, it didn't come through our window, otherwise it would have maybe broke one of our cameras or one of our faces.
Baden Belial's kind of looking up here, smirking that pitch was fouled back our way. As the 0-1 is coming, and next pitch runs high, 1 ball, 1 strike. As a broadcaster from Texas Tech was calling a baseball game, ball came right back into the press box, barehanded it to the applause of the crowd, and as he continued with his broadcast, he did admit that his hand was not very comfortable for the rest of that game. But it's made its rounds on the internet as the 1-1 pitch coming. This one hit on to short. It is picked up by Anderson, thrown to first, 6-3 on the out. It is a 1-2-3 bottom of the 6th inning. We have played 6 complete on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is Oaks 2, Hillsboro Central Valley 2. We'll be back with more high school baseball next on your live event.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
On our Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, it is Oaks 2, Hillsboro Central Valley 2, as we're getting set for the top of the 7th inning. Braden Walsh, the number 9 hitter for the Burros, and then back up to the top of the order. We do have time limits set on our games, and that is being discussed right now.
You got a quarter? You got one?
It looks like that's how we're going to decide this. 2-2 game. We have played 6 complete innings. So both coaches standing near home plate. Oaks will come back in. And we are going to go to sudden death as Oaks will come back to the dugout. They will come to hit. So how about that for a change of events? Hillsboro Central Valley was getting set to hit and said Oaks will come to hit here in sudden death. As we approach the time limit, that is what we are facing here. We approach the time limit. It is a 2-2 game. Sudden death, one of the stipulations. So Andrew Dolam, who pitched a good inning of relief, will come back to pitch another. So he'll get his chance to go through some workout paces. Hillsboro Central Valley again will play Head Northwood next. We'll have that for you right here on your live event. So everyone was from Hillsboro Central Valley was getting ready to hit. And then we went to sudden death. The coin toss went in favor of Oaks. They had to call their team back in and then get them ready to hit. So the Tornadoes will have Brady McKenna will come up next. So McKenna, Iverson, and then top of the order. We approach that time limit of the game. It's been kind of a different day of baseball when you get into this early of the season. We've had 3 double-figure scoring games that ended after 3 innings. This one now approaching the time limit, and it's a 2-2 game.
That definitely makes it a little more interesting, as now there's also a runner on second as well. Yeah, sudden death, nothing quite like it here in baseball. It's something you don't see very often either.
Now Oaks will start with that runner at second. So if you're Andrew Dolam, you go through a good inning of work, get 2 strikeouts, and deuce the ground out. You kind of relax, tell yourself, all right, I can watch my team bat. No chance of you hitting. Actually, you were scheduled to hit that inning, and now all of a sudden you got to come around and play sudden death with the runner at second in a 2-2 game. It's been a well-played game amongst the 2 teams. I think we're ready to go here for this inning.
So pressure is on here for Hillsboro.
So Brady McKenna will come to bat here in sudden death. Pat Adair, the umpire, was over at first. He will now move to his position in the infield. Dolam looks at second. Bunt comes down, but it is foul. So the bunt goes foul for Brady McKenna.
If they get the bunt down, get the runner over to third, all they need is a ball hit to the outfield, which should be able to score the runner.
Pickoff throw on the second. No throw came, but coming back getting himself there was the runner. Can we start this inning with the runner at second? No one out. Sudden death here is part of the rules of this tournament invite. Time limits at sudden death. Trying to make sure we get as many games in, decided games in as we can as the bunt comes down. And this one will be played by Dolam. Makes the throw over to first base. That gets away from the first baseman, Johnson. Gets by Johnson. The runner will come around. Play at the plate. He is safe. He is safe. He comes in for the Tornadoes. So the Tornadoes will get a run. And that will be it. Oaks will get the win. So it has been decided 3-2 will be the final in sudden death. Oaks gets the win against the Burros. We will have a wrap-up of this coming your way next. Then we'll get you set up for game number 2. We're back with more high school baseball next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
Our final on our Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is the Oaks Tornadoes getting the win here in sudden death by a final score of 3-2. They defeat the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Let's break down this game for you. Oaks got on the scoreboard first. It was a pair of 2-out RBI base hits coming for the Tornadoes. One for Fletcher Wilpreck. Barrett Meal got the second. 2-0 would be the score until we moved in to the 5th inning with the bases loaded, 2 away. Cole Hebel hit one right up the middle. Went over the bag at second, and he was able to drive in Jackson Anderson and Caleb Hattlestead. That made it a 2-2 game. We got through the 6th inning. No one scored as both pitchers were dealing, and then That put us in position of the time limit in sudden death. Oaks won the coin toss, and they would start with the runner at second. A botch play on a bunt allowed him to come around and score, and that would be our final 3-2. Connor Shaw will get the win for Oaks. He went all 6 innings, surrendering 2 runs on 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Andrew Dolan will get the loss. He went an inning plus with 2 strikeouts. Cole Hebel came into the game, pitched 3 innings of relief. He registered 7 strikes out. Jackson Anderson got the start for the Hillsboro Central Valley Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Let's name some of our players here. We'll start with our energy player, and that's going to go to Cole Hebel, though his team was on the losing end. Hebel came in relief in the 3rd inning. He set down 8 straight batters. He struck out 6. Of the 10 he faced, he struck out 7. He is the energy player of the game because he really swayed that game for the Burros. He also turned around and got a 2 RBI hit while he was on the pitching mound. So he will be the energy player of the game. Well, the precision player of the game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. That will go to Connor Shaw, the winning pitcher. Shaw pitched all 6 innings for Oaks. Again, 6 innings, 2 runs, giving up 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks in the contest. So in sudden death, it is Oaks with the win by a final of 3-2. Oaks will play again the final game of the night. They will play against they will play against Thompson. Well, coming up for you next, we will have the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. They will play Hatton Northwood. We'll have that coming your way next. Thanks for joining us here again. Our final score on the Tim Cassette's seed sales scoreboard, it is Oaks 3, Hillsboro Central Valley 2. Thank you for watching high school baseball on yourliveevent.com.